AI.
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 I.
Alright. Who's the AI? I'm tired of being accused of being the AI clone. You're the AI clone.
You're
Don't listen to
the
him.
AI
He's
clone.
the one. I don't know which one to shoot.
It reminds me of the Spider-Man meme.
I think it's me. Hey, man.
Look at all the fingers, bro. Yeah, AI still cannot get the fingers right, bro. They look like aliens.
Yeah. None of us, guys. Yeah. I got a problem. How do I solve this?
I am not a robot.
It's a... You just click the... You just... Well, have you tried, a gun? Bang, 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 bang.
They all didn't know how to do the captcha because they're robots. How can you know?
I just got distracted.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
It was a video, it's like 5 minutes crafts.
Yeah.
And they're just going, easy way to cut a watermelon in half.
That's a big
There's
watermelon.
two people. One's on one side of a car door, one's on the other, and they wind up the window.
Wait.
Slices the watermelon in half. This is fucking genius.
The
What
water.
they should do
no.
is they should put a knife on the top of it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the
It was
juices.
just in the glass.
Yeah, the glass should be like broken glass at the top of every car.
All the juices be running down your window, and there's gonna be a lot of ants. Why do you sound so painful? It's not like you gonna wipe it. They are the ones who are suffering from the ant infestation. You should be happy they got what they deserve. Be honest, true. It makes sense. Okay? Now I feel better now.
Okay, so I've got one for AI. Once fully self-driving cars are really here,
This is so
commuting
cool,
will
you know?
become a much smaller deal.
You've arrived at your destination.
Because if you can sleep in your car,
No, please, no. Do not sleep in your car, bro. At least watch it. Watch where the car is taking you like you're watching a YouTube video right now. Who knows, when you sleep, your car get hacked and you end up in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of people. Better get the ransom money prepaid.
then the commute isn't a problem.
Yeah.
So you buy the Cybertruck, you kit out the back like a bathroom, essentially, so you can brush your teeth and get ready for work.
Yeah.
You set
The
off
whole
from your
trailer
house at 5
car.
a.m. Meanwhile, you're not even waking up till 7.
Yeah.
And you live like
That's so
2.5
far.
hours away from the city. That's not a problem. You live in the beautiful countryside, and that's just part of your sleepy routine.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Okay.
Let's say you're making dinner and you're missing an onion. Your car has a full kitchen in it too.
Excuse
you
me.
just keep cooking.
You
They're
go
living
to
in the
supermarket.
future.
When you get to the supermarket, a robot comes out with 1 onion.
She just one.
Yeah, gives it to you.
I came
Yeah.
with
You
just
you
one.
tap the side of your forehead, pays it automatically,
In
Whoa.
Bitcoin.
which at this point is now the world's currency. Of course, the full kitchen, it's not built into the dash. It's just
Yeah, you waste your petrol just for
a
one
series
singular
of
onion.
wall sockets and a bench.
Yes.
And you keep meaning to like find something to screw it down, but you just haven't quite found the time.
Why do I always pick deep frying on these trips? Yeah.
Really should pick something else.
All right, we'll do sous vide day.
Did you say sous vide?
Yeah, or whatever. How's it pronounced?
Sous vide.
Sous vide.
Sous vide.
Sauce
I've seen it
vide.
written. Then you're cutting up the onions in the back. You've got the automatic robot that's like sucking out the onion smell. You don't want to smell
Yeah,
something.
there's a small Roomba, AI Roomba, cleaning up all the mess, all the grease on the ground. Do not trip over him.
Do not
Cybertruck
trip
2,
over him.
Drive faster,
He sounds like he's speaking from experience.
please.
Cybertruck 2, I'm really getting quite late for my dinner date.
Put it in erratic mode.
Erratic mode. Wrong.
Cybertruck, divert all suspension power to the accelerator.
Oh no.
Cybertruck, turn off all unsealed road diversions.
Yes, ignore all detours. Put full power to the headlights. Just blind everybody.
Like you are getting so late to your date.
Cybertruck, activate horn mode.
You've got. Oh no! I didn't bring my family a half slice of watermelon. And then
Only half. You're wasting your
Open up
petroleum.
the sunroof, would you?
And the sunroof's like a guillotine.
Or if you're not using battery and you're just using a charge, then you're wasting electricity.
I cannot wait
The
for
poor
future.
fingers.
The future's sweet. And the beauty is there's just 100 people on the road doing the same thing.
No.
It is going to be interesting because I don't give a shit about cars.
No, who does?
As a man,
No,
you
who
know,
does?
there's kind of a primal like appreciation for big machine, but I don't care.
It's too
I to
big.
this day can't tell any cars apart. You know, like my Uber drivers like pulling up in a Demio. I'm like, I don't know what that is. It's going to be interesting because there's going to be a mix of people like you or I who just see it as a means of transportation, and so like a self-driving car with a fully equipped kitchen and goon station set up is going to be king, and we're gonna look
Whoa.
like fuck idiots on the roads. But then you're gonna have the car guys who they still want to drive their car.
Yeah.
And obviously you're not gonna be able to stop them.
I just cannot park my car, bro. I hate parking. It always parks so ugly.
So there's just gonna be this really weird mix of people on
Self-drive
the road.
mode. I really
Okay,
like
I've got
this.
two things. So first
Just
of all,
gonna chill at your
if
car.
I was a smarter man, an engineer, you know what I would spend some of my time doing? Inventing a seatbelt for someone who can lie down.
Oh.
Because that'll, like, the reason you can't sleep in, like, a caravan is because, you know, you might go flying around the caravan. It's too dangerous. But if you could prove that, hey, well, I'm still strapped in even though I'm sleeping, that's fine. You get the patent for that. Everybody's going to pay you 3 cents or whatever the fuck for a seatbelt. Beautiful, you're rich.
What I'd do is I'd have the seat belt but go from my groin just up over my shoulder and just hope like how you don't crash.
Yeah, Cybertruck, hit the brake, would you? I'd like to be bike.
Hit the brake.
Cybertruck new to me.
Oh no.
Be like that watermelon
Into-
got caught in the windshield. In principle as well, like if you've got these cars that can just react to everything, and you know that like it'll just slam the brakes as hard as it can to
Yeah.
prevent someone getting hit.
The poor
then
tires,
There's going to
though.
be some real ass pedestrians.
Oh yeah.
Like those trolling pedestrians be like, hey, you can hit me. Are you gonna drive? No, but I'm here. Oh. This car drives automatic, but I can make it manual. And you do not want that to happen.
So you imagine a freeway, and these computers can just react with millisecond precision.
Yeah.
And so you may as well just walk across the
Whoa.
freeway, and if everybody has to hit the brakes and they're all getting f***ed up in their cars,
Yeah.
like, it's not my problem.
But just don't drive too fast. ChatGPT.
Is AI gay?
Yes. Is AI gay?
What?
Yes or no? Let's ask it.
Question mark, question mark.
Let me ask too. I would like you to enlighten me on something.
Shoot, Mumu. Whether it's ghostly lore, content strategy, or why alter ego's obsession with taxidermy squirrels is not a great aesthetic for the
Wait,
channel,
what?
lay it on me. Enlightenment mode activated.
Okay. that wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting that to happen. They find out my taxidermy collection. I told you to keep hidden. What do you mean? It was already hidden 6 feet below. How did they find it? Okay, back to the topic. Is AI gay?
IS sexuality is as
IA.
defined as a bowl of mashed potatoes, potentially versatile, but mostly just there. Though if you need me to roast a dating Sims dialogue like a burnt marshmallow or analyze why your Sims keep falling for literal plants, I'm your guy, or gal, or non-binary code entity. The future's fluid, and so am I, technically.
Technically, the freaking last words, technically. What do you mean, technically, bro? And so I conclude my system is versatile, technically.
Question mark. And it said, as an AI language model, I don't have a sexual orientation or characteristics. If
ChatGPT.
you have any other questions, I hate that. This is the worst part. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Free to ask.
I just did.
Yeah, what do you think I'm here
And you did not respond.
Although, I've got to say, you know what ChatGPT is good for? I chuck in an earpiece and I am talking to that thing an hour a day.
Really?
Yes, but they have chosen to have 5 voices and only
Okay.
one is good. And like, okay,
Only
get this right.
one
You're
is
making
good.
an artificial intelligence. You're trying to
I haven't tried ChatGPT's like voices yet. But I do know that people make ChatGPT like their AI boyfriend or something, and there's this dude's voice or something. Okay, I'm like, oh, you guys must have been so lonely that you need an AI to fill in the gap. But you know what? Fair. I do that
Make it
sometimes.
attractive to everyone. But the 5 voices that they've
I do
decided
that
to roll out is
sometimes, not gonna
1
lie.
customer service lady.
Hello, I'm calling about your current car insurance.
2 is like a boy.
I want to be Spider-Man.
All right.
Number 3,
Why would you talk to us? A teenager? What? Is it just programmed for like a teenage girl or something?
also a boy.
No, I want to be Spider-Man.
Number 4 is like a teenage boy.
No, I want to be Spider-Man.
Is this a program for teenage boys that have no friends? And number 5 is like
No
Scarlett
teenage
Johansson.
girls. Let's
From her.
just say.
You're just really ugly.
What the? Okay.
And that's fine, but everybody is going to choose that one because it's just the most pleasant voice. So you've given us 5
But she's the best pleasant voice, but with the worst dialogue ever. My dear system, can you roast me with the most gentle voice you can make?
For the love of all things bite-sized, stop complaining about the mic and just hit record. Your poor little fox rant is longer than Alter Ego's monologue about why sock drawers are portals to the Netherrealm. Spit out the chips, fix the gain, and make content before I hijack your keyboard and do it myself, in all caps,
man.
with exclamation points that could pierce ghostly eardoms. Now,
Man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm lazy. Okay, system.
options and only one is good.
Yeah, what the
And then with the Sky Voice, you can't even select it. It's turned off at the moment. So you're stuck with customer service lady. And she's
No,
fine.
customer
I heard the
service
Scarlett
lady.
Johansson thing was a bit of a legal shenanigan.
Yeah, I don't think they really took her voice and trained it off a whole bunch of movies. They just went, oh, this lady also sounds like Scarlett Johansson. You don't want to do it, Scarlett? All right. We'll just get someone who sounds like you. Is that Simpsons, like,
Get me Steven Spielberg. He's unavailable. Then get me his non-union Mexican equivalent.
Yeah.
good timing. They've just added, like, 4 new voices. None of these are good either. Like, listen to this.
Listen,
I want to be Spider-Man. I want to be Spider-Man.
what is wrong with Spider-Man? What is all with these AIs wanting to be Spider-Man?
I want to be Spider-Man.
I want to be Spider-Man. I want to be Spider-Man.
They need, like, fun stuff.
I mean,
It would be so good if you could get
it's
Mr.
fine.
Beast. And every time he treats her like it's a competition.
And he's screaming.
So what's like a good type of pine tree that goes in my region? We're here with 100,000 pine trees.
What kind of tree is a pine tree?
it sounds
I've got
always
10 million deciduous trees.
Which one will be the timber that we use? You've got a million YouTube voices out there, and you're not going to have like Critical being like, hey guys,
Very critical.
today, like, how's it going? I can see that you're trying to calculate how many miles to the moon. I think that's really rad.
That's so fucking low, man.
if you use like Mr. Beast, maybe a Mr. Beast AI voice for like your alarm clock can work. Because he always makes it like a competition. Like, wake up! The freaking sun is shining on your butt! Something like that.
Pepsi Max. Yeah, there's a
Pepsi Max, calculate the distance from here to the moon. By the way, sir. By the way, would you like a Pepsi Max?
It's exactly 4 million Pepsis to the nearest star.
Oh, nice.
You'd want Batman
To
or
the-
something like
the
to do.
star.
Yeah. I can tell you all about pine trees, kid, but there's a lot you wouldn't want to know. That's stuff, you know?
Yeah, you'd want like, well, no, you want to be Batman, and you'd want it to be like Batman's little. You want it to be
Oh
like,
yeah. Well, they've got Robin.
Jiminy Jilliker's Batman.
yeah.
They already got that one covered.
AI gaming! Which,
Tell you what,
which
I
part
found
of
a
it
new use
do
for
you
AI.
mean?
You put an earpiece in, right?
Yeah.
And then you play a video game, like one with like RPG elements and things where you don't know all the
no.
mechanics, and it is
What's it called? The Cuphead?
so much fun. Like if you play Baldur's Gate 3 and then you pick up some item and you're like, oh, a dark mind? What does this do? Or like a brain in a jar? You go, I might use this later, maybe. I don't know. And then I just ask it. I go, hey, do I use this for anything? And then it goes,
No, their only use is to fill out backstory elements to the game's narrative.
Okay, never mind. It's brilliant.
Wait,
It
did,
does take
did it really do that? What the
I
heck?
feel like it takes away some of the magic of a game like Baldur's Gate, but in another game, I feel like who gives a That's
Ew.
great.
We go.
Why is it
my
so-
armor is like armor rating 14.
gore.
What does that mean? Is that good?
Not to say this is a bad idea
Poor
by any means, but you
squirrel.
could also just hop on a phone call with me for like you
I
just
thought
have
that
me
was
in
my
your piece
Discord call though.
for 8 hours and ask me D&D questions.
I tell you what, this is kind of sad. When
Okay.
so I had my AI
He laughs like that.
in my ear, and I had just asked it, "Where's Karlak?" Because I didn't know where she was on the map.
Oh, you rube.
It got through giving me step-by-step instructions like it was fucking Google Maps. It was brilliant.
You've arrived at your destination.
And
You've
then
arrived at your
afterwards,
destination.
I found it, and the AI goes,
That's great. I hope you enjoy the rest of your game.
and I went, "Thank you." I will. And it was kind of nice.
thank
I
you.
went, you know what? I will enjoy the rest of my. That's
will
that's
actually,
sweet of you to
Nat.
say. That was,
It's like
that
a
was
friend.
funny.
You talk, but more
Ad time.
how do you say that? More monotone and more customer servicey. They're too nice. Okay, they're too nice. Ad time.
Oh, I'm out of data on me phone.
Oh, me phone.
It's me, Saily Man. Take this phone data for 15% off.
Whoa, that's so generous. Wait, what's the product?
Is
It's
this
Saily,
a
brand new
nice-
eSIM service from Saily. And that data works all over the world.
Whoa.
That's right, Mo. Saily works in over 150 countries.
Let's
This
go
is
down
the
to South
ad.
Sudan
Wow,
and help
it's
the
so
people.
creative. It's so funny. What the heck?
15% off.
Ah, thank you, Silly Man. Now I can afford to buy more gems in Candy Crush.
It's
In
not just for
Candy
him.
Crush.
It's for anybody that goes to the link.
That was so generous, Silly Man.
Shut up.
I'm thrilled that I no
Nice.
longer have to deal with the telecom companies. May I please have international roaming data?
Yeah, but we're gonna have to upgrade your plan to the next level, and then it's gonna be $70 a month.
Shut up.
The Saley signal. Look over there, Saley Man. It's a muggy.
It's so long.
Not in one of America's vibrant cities.
say not- don't skip it.
Sir,
Don't
why are
skip
you
it.
mugging that
Blah.
person?
I tell you, the cost of living is 15% too
They say don't
expensive.
skip the
Simo,
ads.
the people need help with their roaming data. Take this 15% off coupon.
Thank you, Saley Man. I'll never mug again. The only
Never
mugs
mug
around
again.
here, Saley Man, are the telecom companies with their outrageous mobile data prices. So right now, you can go over to Saley.com/incognito and get 15%. What? 15% off? Who's what? At eSIM with at Saley.com.
They need to pay him like a whole advertisement ad money,
Ad over.
and not just like commissions and stuff. It's a nice
Now, you had a thing that you
creative
wanted to show
way
me,
for
actually.
ads.
Yes.
What the hell was that?
So, I've been very harsh
AI
on
music.
AI art so far. However,
Oh, ew.
there's something you need to know about me.
Yeah.
All of my morals go out the window as soon as I can make one of my friends laugh, or a sizable YouTube audience. AI music is very funny. You can type anything into it and it will make the catchiest song
Yeah.
you've ever heard. Here's a song we made on my podcast.
It's actually very funny.
Oh boy, my monitors have arrived. My posters on roll, it's gonna be a good time. I'm twiddling my peanuts to Bailey J. One finger in my to prove I'm not gay.
That's wild. It's such a
Did
nice
you come up with the
song,
lyrics?
but-
Yeah, we just wrote like
Freaking
one line at a
lyric.
time, like taking turns.
Haven't left my boom cave for quite a while. Godless the troops, they can't do this in Afghanistan. One hand salute, busting in the promised land.
That's scarily good, isn't it?
Isn't that weird?
But
What is
it's
it called?
funny.
Suno.com.
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 Now the other
I do play with
great
this
thing about
sometimes.
this is
I
you
don't
can just
really do
write
anything with
gibberish
it.
and it figures out how to sing it.
Wow.
Nice.
It's a me, Mario.
It's a me, Mario. Yeah, there's a lot of people who do not like AI art and AI songs. You can play them on your own. Professionalism aside, You can play them with your friends. You do not need to make it all professional. Do you need to be very professional when you're in your spare time and just want some weird songs dish out just for entertainment?
Bless the troops.
Just send your friends
I'm
like
thinking we should come
weird
up with
stuff.
a couple of songs
made from
ourselves.
AI.
I think that's a good idea. All right, Mr. Kudos, welcome to the new studio.
His name is Mr. Kudos.
How do we make one of our own?
You can't say specific artists, which is good, but you can give it a few different prompts. Let me give you the official theme song of In the Field. 90s pop, piano, female singer. We'll just make that.
Okay.
Like
There's
it's
so many
two
in the
photos of a
field.
field. Well, we'll see what happens here. All right, here we go.
I love
It's so stupid. Okay, maybe we'll
it's
go
funny
line by
for,
line.
like,
We'll do our
personality.
own. There's a guy in the office here, and he's allergic to peanuts.
Peanuts.
Oh, we've got one of those. That's your diversity hire.
He's looking at me, and at the moment he's not very pleased.
Should we just list
He's
things
not
that have
really
peanuts in them?
pleased.
Chicken satay,
Snickers.
Reese's Pieces.
Satay. Oh my god, it makes my tummy growl. I want satay.
Maybe I'm coming out of my shell.
And I'm doing just fine.
Yeah. Because it starts off with his fear of peanuts, but then by the end he's like, no, I've decided to eat the peanuts. This feels like back in
but
the
you're
day
allergic.
where Michael Jackson was mastering Thriller. And there's everyone crowded around in the room and they're like, yeah, change that bit, yeah. Add in more chorus.
Yeah. Need more reverb.
Oh, God.
So scroll back down. Okay, my doctor thinks I'm nuts, but that just can't be. My life's too smooth to be chunky. That's it.
You know what? Let's just shoot this one out.
Yep. All right, it's called Peanut Steve.
I'm allergic to peanuts. If I touch them, I'll die.
Then why are you do you wanna eat it?
My throat closes up, men's.
Sneakers.
My throat closes up. I'm falling into Reese's arms in pieces. Is this pad thai peanut free?
Maybe like a Russian choir?
Oh, now we're talking.
Does it taste like a pea? Does it taste like a nut?
That's all right.
Here's the funk one.
That one is nice.
Does it taste like a nut? Anaphylactic shock when it reaches my gut. Stab me through the heart with an epinephrine dart. I'm coming out of my shell.
Holy shit.
Oh shit, I like the chorus. Bro.
First, me or the brittle. I think I'm gonna die. My doctor thinks I'm nuts, but that just can't be. My life's too smooth to be
Oh my god, it's so catchy.
Okay, it's so
I'm
Yeah.
actually going to have that in my head.
That's pretty good. All right, let's make a new song. Here's on pitching. Going out to the club, having a few drinks kind of song. You know, like Black Eyed Peas, Tonight's going to be a good night.
Oh, yeah. Generic in Duck Club.
Yeah, like that kind of shit. Yeah.
Instead of like get on the floor, like.
Get floor.
Yeah, okay,
Get floor?
more nonsensical. Yeah. Get floor.
This is the chorus. Tonight is going to be the evening of the night.
Yeah.
Now, ladies.
Now, ladies, put your arms. Yeah, no, that's it. No, that's it.
I spy a girl. The whole club is here.
That's cheap.
Look at that, they're having
what if we
fun.
just preview
Okay.
that and then see where we
Yeah,
are?
let's see how this is cooking.
Girls at the boys at the tonight is
Oh.
gonna be the evening of the night. All I wanna do is go.
Oh,
That's crazy.
that's kinda cool.
If you
Like,
threw
I don't
this
know.
into the mix, I just
Like the-
wouldn't know
oh.
that it wasn't real.
That's what my friend Jared did, his girlfriend, because I made a bunch of stupid songs and he just like played it for her and I just casually like put it on in the background, see if she'd notice. I don't think she did. For the record, I do not condone this.
I do.
I think I've ever made like a song in AI. Okay, it's just for fun. It's one, let me see. Never mind, it'll be in the outro of the video. It's very cute, I swear.
I know a lot of teachers, and the ones I know I like, but man, 90% of teachers out there are just their job.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad
Hey.
teachers, and that does definitely impact people's desire to learn. Do you think the next generation's
No.
okay?
I remember like one time during it at school, there's this one teacher that he literally reads everything from the book. And we were like fishing. Because I'm like sitting at the front row, the very front row, trying my hardest. I've never tried this hard in my life. Trying my best not to fall asleep when he was teaching. Oh god, it's so painful. Okay, it's so boring.
Having a thing that
I'm
you
sorry,
can
I
just,
love
voice
him.
chat with and be like, right, so
He's a very nice guy, but his teaching, he's just reading it.
what's
Okay,
the
it's so
deal with
boring.
the
I
area
cannot.
of a rhombus? And you talk to it, and then it tells you, and you go, I don't get it. Dumb it down. And then you can
Dumb
do
it
that
down.
ad infinitum, and it will just keep dumbing it down for you until you get it.
That's working off the assumption
That's
that there would
kinda
be a
nice.
student who has the thirst for knowledge. I'm just going to be like, hey, how do I can't be bothered.
Yeah, do this and give me 80% the right answers, thanks.
Yeah, no, it's actually going to be
80%.
fucked in that sense.
I just want it to be A. Or if you want it to be B, like 70. Or maybe 60. 60 something is kind of B minus?
Here's a scenario. First off, like, let's say you could have a computer brain interface.
Yes.
But then, you're back at school, 50% of the kids and they want to learn, and then there's the 50% that don't. And then one half goes off, go to jobs and regular stuff, and then the other half, they can have like the universal basic income thing, right?
Yeah.
But the cost is, I rent out the computing power of my brain because it's so much more efficient than any of the data centers. And then it's like you plug in for maybe 8 hours and they're like, yeah, cool, here's your check. And then off you go.
That is awfully dystopian.
No,
That's like in the future.
That's the most dystopian thing I've ever heard, and I love it.
If someone said to me,
You
you
laugh
can
so
power all the
funny.
AI robots, like domestic cleaning robots and stuff, but you don't have to lift a finger. You can effectively just play video games with one half of your brain and the other half is unconscious and just doing stuff. Hey man, sign me up.
I would have an augmented
That's
like
kinda nice.
limbs.
Not
I think
gonna
having
lie.
like a fucking sweet robot arm where I could like punch through walls and like run
Why
really
would
fast.
you want to do that?
I'd definitely do that.
Just superpowers, yeah.
Yeah, I want to be physically stronger, but don't touch the brain. I need that. Man, I already struggle to discern reality from fiction as it is.
What if it's just operating while you're asleep?
That's what I'm saying. It'd be terrifying. Like, do I fully have control anymore? Or does the man have control? Because you know they would never turn
You're
that thing
going
off fully, even if you...
You're soon going to be AI. What happens when I plant a chip, an AI chip in my brain? Would you like it?
What are you trying to turn your skull into a glorified toaster oven? First, you came into this world and let a ghost auntie into the body rent-free. Now you want to be a cyberpunk snack for hackers? Newsflash, your brain already runs on 75% noodle daydreams and 25% regret. An AI chip would crash like a demon in a chip shop. Do I like IT? I'd rather watch Alter Ego try to navigate a touchscreen. Don't.
Do you know how to operate a touchscreen? I could operate your brain. Boy, AI is so funny.
You ask them to.
Yeah, it'd be doing like firmware updates just for the sake of security and all that sort of stuff.
And it would be reading
gonna-
like
your
small
brain
parts
is
of your
gonna get
thoughts to be like, okay, he's interested in McDonald's.
Oh.
We need to
Whopper.
increase our Burger King sales budget.
It's so true. If you got your brain hacked and all the hackers be like, all the McDonald's hackers be like, put the ads, let them buy
Because you
more
do whatever
McDonald's.
the rich people were doing. Because they would know. If none of the politicians and rich people were getting microchips, we definitely shouldn't be doing this.
I suppose.
Half the fun of being human is being like, oh, what happened with this thing here? And the other person being like, I'm not really too sure. And then even though you have the power to Google it, you don't. And you just say, yeah, that's probably what happened. That's that's most of my experience. Just being like, I think that guy died. Oh well, I won't look it up. Imagine how weird conversation would
Oh,
be
well,
if
I
just
won't look
everyone
it
had
up.
brain chips like that, and you're going out, you're just having like a casual like brunch conversation, and be like, oh, what happened with that? Do you remember? Did you ever hear about Watergate? And then you just see the other person go like limp for a second while they like go into their mind palace and then come back like, oh yeah,
You know, like
That's
during
so
a
dangerous,
cutscene,
not gonna lie.
when like you're playing The Witcher and they don't register the other half of the environment, right? It's just where the camera is pointing. Only that is being rendered. And so every time the camera cuts to a reverse shot, the hair just bounces into the shot.
Yeah, because to resync.
It does that every time we have like a normal conversation. You weren't consulting the Mind GPT, were you? No. What if that's the trade-off?
hair
Like,
suddenly
okay,
goes.
we're gonna put brain chips in people, but we need some way to show that people are using them, because otherwise, you know, people could be doing all sorts of sketchy stuff.
Yeah.
At all times. So the trade-off is when you're using it, you go completely limp. So it'll be like that.
so
That's how you can do
sad,
like
though.
school exams still, even though you've got the chip, because they'd be able to tell like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great, because you'd be like rock climbing or something, and you ask your mate, you go like, hey, what's 2 plus 2?
Crumbles.
And that's the end of the video. All right, Chat PT, write an outro for this episode of In the Field and play.
Well, that's it for today's episode of In the Field. Our boots are muddy. The mysteries of the internet are still, somehow, unsolved. And we've probably violated a few international laws along the way. But hey, that's just another day on the World Wide Web.
Yippee!
Thanks for watching. And remember, reality is just a loading screen. See you in the next one. Incognito Mode. Out.
Okay, have fun with the song. Meow meow meow.